Let's kick things off with an update in our war with Iran. It started about a month ago, and today President Trump spoke to the nation with some good news about the war.
They did something yesterday that was amazing, actually. They gave us a present, and the present arrived today. And it was a very big present worth a tremendous amount of money. And I'm not going to tell you what that present is, but it was a very significant prize.
Wait, you got a gift from the people you are currently at war with. When I was at school and they made us read the Odyssey, I couldn't believe the Trojans fell for that Trojan horse. And now I'm watching it happen in real time. The Secret Service is gonna be like, Mr. President, please don't bring that to the Situation Room. But it's expensive. And it's ticking. I bet it's a watch. Meanwhile, the only gift the TSA is getting is no pay. The partial government shutdown means they've gone a whole month without a check. But why do we work if not to do it for free? You know? I'm sure it's not going to make a difference at the airport.
Frustration is growing at many of the nation's airports with hours-long security lines that haven't let up. Over the weekend, more than 3,400 TSA officers called out nationwide, the most since this partial government shutdown began.
I've been here since 9 last night.
It's just mass chaos.
A damn mess. It's a mess. It's a mess for real, though. Ain't no water, not a Biscoff cookie, nothing.
A Biscoff cookie? The cookie they give you on a plane that you then throw on the floor and step on? I think you've been in line so long you're delirious. I've been here for hours. If only I could have something dry and crumbly in my mouth. You know, something that really goes down the throat like sandpaper and tastes like ass. What could be worse than waiting in line for 4 hours?
Our next guest's flight was at 10:45 p.m., and he did everything right. He got to the Atlanta airport at least 4 hours early, but he says he didn't get through security until 3:20 the next morning.
9 hours? Someone waited in TSA for 9 hours. You may not have started in that line as a terrorist, but after 9 hours... This man waited in line for the length of a shift. That means he saw the TSA agent clock in from a distance. And right as he got to the front, they clocked out in his face. By the time I get that pat down, it better be the best one I've ever had in my life. I'm talking full release, all right? If this is what flying is gonna be like from now on, you may as well go to the airport now, just in case you ever have a flight someday. But seeing how long the lines have gotten, Trump decided he had to do something. Now, the good news is that Trump sent in people to help TSA. The bad news is those people are ICE. And yesterday, they were sent to airports to start helping. So let's see what they've been doing.
They appear to just sort of be hanging out, milling around, visiting with each other, unclear about what their mission is at the airport.
Walking around the airport. Some are standing around in groups talking amongst themselves. Some are walking in and out of security.
They are not helping get people through the line themselves. They've been standing next to TSA agents as people get checked in, but they're not doing the work of actually physically checking people in.
You're telling me ICE agents are showing up to the airport and doing absolutely nothing? Well, then it's my honor to present the award for Most Improved Agency. You're not doing anything, and honestly, thank God. Keep doing what you're not doing. Now, maybe this is the best possible scenario for ICE. Sending them to the airport can be like an after-school program for them, you know? I know they're just standing around, but it's keeping them off the streets. Look, it was always obvious that sending ICE into the airports wasn't going to help. The problem is that TSA workers aren't getting paid, so they're quitting and calling out sick. Having other random federal agencies still not being TSA isn't going to fix that.
We will also bring out, if we don't have enough, we will bring out the National Guard and, where we need it to help out at the airports.
No, stop sending more agencies. You're not going to make the security line shorter. You're just going to make the Starbucks line longer. Who are you going to send in next? Space Force? IRS? RFK Jr.? I can't scan your suitcase, but you can watch me do push-ups in jeans. Can I smell your neck? Clearly, Trump isn't helping. But the question is, who is to blame for the shutdown in the first place? Well, according to a story from Republican Congressman Andy Barr, that definitely happened. It's the Democrats.
I was going through TSA the other day, Maria, and a patriotic, wonderful TSA supervisory officer stopped me, and she told me that she had missed her second paycheck. And I said, I'm so sorry. That's so wrong that you missed your second paycheck. And she said, why are you apologizing? You voted for my paycheck. You voted repeatedly. Republicans have voted repeatedly for a paycheck. It's the Democrats who need to apologize to me.
And then she said to me, "You're an American hero, Andy. Come use the special line we reserve for the most handsome of men." And I did. And as I was collecting my luggage, she said, "Andy, I love you, Andy." And we started to kiss, and she was very attractive, and we got to know each other. And then she had my baby. And then she said, "You don't have to take care of this baby, Andy. You're too important. Plus, you have a flight to catch. Go save the country from the Democrats, who, again, are bad and evil and not as hot as you, Andy." Thank you. Thank you. But while Andy Barr's fan fiction about this TSA adventure is obviously bullshit, it's more important to note that the underlying point he was making is also bullshit. Because even Senate Republicans admit this whole thing could have been over by now if not for one man.
Senator Cruz and I came up with a plan. Senator Thune submitted that to President Trump, as is his right. He said no. No deals with the Democrats. We could have had TSA paid by the end of the week, but the president said no deal.
Donald Trump said no deal? The deal maker himself said no deal? So wait. You'll take gifts from a country we're at war with, but you won't make a deal with the Democrats to keep the government running. What if they offered you something really expensive? Donald, what is it that you want? What's so important that you'll keep us all waiting in security lines for a fortnight?
The most important thing we can have is what's called the Save America Act. Don't make any deal on anything unless you include voter ID, and you have to be a citizen to vote. Mail-in voting means mail-in cheating. I call it mail-in cheating.
No, that's right. Trump does not believe in mail-in cheating, all right? If you want to cheat, you do it in person, okay? But hey, Trump is standing on principle. The man thinks voting by mail is an existential threat to democracy, full stop, period.
President Donald Trump cast a mail-in ballot in an upcoming Florida special election.
Semicolon. Asterisk, $, number 4, exclamation point. That's me cursing because Trump lies all the time. So yes, you're gonna have to wait in line at TSA like it's a sneaker drop, because voting. It's the kind of logical connection that makes perfect sense if your brains are made of Biscoff. So I guess it's gonna take a while before the airport security lines are cleared up. And while it may not seem like ICE is helping, they're offering a new program that can speed things up a bit.
Here at DHS, we see the long airport lines, and we've sent ICE agents to help out. But we're not stopping there. Today, we're introducing ICE PreCheck, the program that speeds you through airport security, ICE style. Just pull up to the curb and a friendly masked agent will drag you by your hair directly to your gate. You won't even have to remove your shoes. And if you want to keep your laptop in your bag, no problem, unless we decide it's a problem. In which case, take your laptop out of your bag. But you can leave your belt on.
ICE Pre saved me so much time. Now I can relax and get ready for my flight to South Sudan.
ICE PreCheck makes the airport easy. Traveling with kids? Not anymore. The application process is simple. There isn't one. DHS and Palantir have already determined your eligibility based on their vast database of DNA. Our members are loving ICE PreCheck.
Wow, what a time saver.
ICE PreCheck. Service so good, it's practically un-American.